Getting into our warm-up, we've got a hard little set today. I made a slight adjustment. Hi, Erin. How's the hair? Good? Okay. Here we go. Starting our 30-30. We are on the last week. We are into the last week. I'm Leslie, for a few of you that I don't know. And yeah, I guess we're on day 23, are we? Or 22? So good job. It's great to see everybody. Had a lot of comments saying how great it feels now that you've gotten over the hump of the first few days, getting into a rhythm, getting some consistency. Good job, Grace. Working on those rollers. Happy to see it. Okay, 50%. We're at a preferred cadence, just over 90. We're doing a lot of work today, 90 cadence and above. A little bit lower than that as well, but working on our thresholds, FTP development, our higher ranges of our aerobic power system. And those of you who have numbers, you're using those at your 85%, 80%, 70%. And if you're using perceived effort, do your best to be honest with yourself. And I'll try and keep giving you the cues on what those physical cues to help you follow along. Okay, 2 more minutes of riding easy. I want you just to bring the gear up a little bit again. So from your 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10. Holding on to that nice cadence. Those of you using some music, I made a 30-30 playlist. Pop it in one ear if you want. Everyone can hear me? All good? All right. Hi, Helen. Okay, everybody, you're at 6 out of 10, 60%. Hi. And 60% is group riding speed. We talk about endurance pace on an aerobic power, max aerobic power scale being 55 to 65%. So in the middle of that, and the cue on knowing that you're there is being able to put words together, fairly conversational, and we'll get into a little bit more clipped as we bring it up one level. So let's just bring it up now, holding the same cadence, a little bit more gear. If you're on a smart trainer, just add probably bigger riders, 20 to 30 watts, smaller riders, 20-ish, 10 to 20. And let's bring that up while we're at this comfortable cadence. Relax shoulders, relax face as much as you can. Nice and engaged in your center, base of your pedal stroke, and pulling through with a nice neutral foot position. Just making a little assessment on the power to the pedals, getting used to that feel. Let's just hold it here for another 30 seconds. We've got quite a hard set today. We're going to go from about this effort level on the first one. Finish off this last 15 seconds. If it's your second workout, some of you it is, you probably got enough build in your legs already. Those of you who have just gotten on the bike, just pay attention to what that feels like right there. We're going to start our first set, that effort. Okay, backing off the gear now. Nice flushing cadence. Good. Okay, have a little drink of water. And what we're going to do is we're going to do these efforts that are around, the first one, our hour power, a push in the middle. I'll cue you through all of this. First one is 7 minutes. We're going to think of it as 7 minutes. Second one is 5, then 3, then 1.5. There's a little break between each of them. And this is a pretty hard workout. Saturdays, quite often a day you'll do events. It's a day you want to get used to thinking about having a hard block of work. So we're going to get into this now, coming up in 30 seconds, starting out 80 cadence, so just a little bit below our optimal range, 90 to 105, and we're at 70%, 7 out of 10 effort, where we were just visualizing as we were warming up. It's a little bit under our hour power. We're getting into this first effort now, 80 cadence, 7 minutes, in 3, 2, 1. Okay, you've got 3 minutes at this first side of the effort. 80 cadence. If you're not using a cadence meter, 20 pedal strokes every 15 seconds. Get into that rhythm. It's a little bit lower than our optimal, as I said, but it's on the crisp climbing cadence side. So it is still a good cardiovascular generation of power, and coming up to being done a minute already. So be honest with yourself about the effort. Is this just below your hour power or at your hour power? Some of us, 70%, we're starting to get into that place where we're battling a little bit with the lactate building. The cue is that you'll start to speak a little bit more clipped in your sentences. You don't feel like you have quite as much oxygen easily, readily available. And that's what makes the talking a little bit harder. So into this rhythm now. Visualize maybe a little slope. You're still keeping the legs turning at a nice rate to generate the power. In a minute's time, we're going to be doing a push in the middle here. We're doing it by cadence. We're going to be up a little bit over our hour power, and then we're coming back here. So that's a challenging piece. Top to bottom, just think about anything you can relax. Anything you can relax. Try not to let the cadence creep up. Keeping it in that 80 or a little bit over 80 is fine, but not too much. We're going to be using that in 30 seconds in the middle here to bring the power up. You're on a smart trainer of some sort. You're going to have to add some watts. Smaller riders, around 20 watts. Larger riders, a little bit more than that. And we're going in 3, 2, 1. Up, up. Come on. Get into this 60 seconds. I'm going to bring it up 10 RPM to get to my power push. Good job, guys. Dig your teeth into this. It's going to push your heart rate up. Mentally, a bit of a push. Halfway through already. Nicely done. We're thinking about the grade we might be on. Probably under 4%. If that means anything to you, flatter part of a place like Cyprus here, something that tends not to look like that much of a hill. And in 3, 2, back to that 70, drop the cadence to 80. Our bikes and your real bike, you'll come back to around that 70% power. Some of you are going to have to adjust it. Good. Letting it come back down. Recover. Recover. Nicely done, everyone. Think about that. The center, your core. Talk about core a lot. But it's amazing how much we really, really do need to engage on the bike. Glutes are driving. Anytime your legs hurt, think about technical dynamics. Think about the glutes driving into the pedal stroke, quads, calves, pulling up, comes into your hamstrings, hip flexors. You're halfway through. Halfway through this one now. 90 seconds to go. Holding on to that 70%. Nice and strong. Nice and strong. These efforts are going to build throughout the workout. A little bit shorter, but a little bit harder each time. This is the last one we're going to be doing at around this 70%. Try and relax. Try and stay steady. I see a little bit of rocking in there. Good. Just try and think of the pistons moving all independently, because we're really nice and solid here. 45 seconds on this one. You came all the way back from that push. You're comfortable. Hanging out here. Just over 30 seconds now. Come on. Pull through on the bottom of the foot. Try not to hunch your shoulders. I have to remind myself as well. Often when I'm saying it, it's to give myself a cue as well. We all do it. Nice soft bend in the elbows, light hands, 15 seconds. You're gonna get a break. Really good, guys. Hold on to it. Last 5, 3, 2, and relax. Back the gear off. Flush the legs. Going into these interval sets is good. That first one, a little bit around your hour power. Obviously, we're doing less than that, but it's a nice base, hard effort to go into our following repeats. So let's try and push that cadence up, 90 to 100. Get the blood moving around. The effort is low. I'd like you to be riding under your 5 out of 10 just for this bit. Then the second minute of our recovery, we're going to bring it up, getting ourselves ready for what is now a harder piece. A little higher cadence, 80 to 90. Okay, we've got a minute to go before we get into this. So let's just bring some gear in. Back to 50%, back to 5 out of 10. One of the things about going into hard efforts, sometimes going from a dead stop or super easy, it's a hard transition mentally and physically. So let's just bring a little bit in right now. So we're pushing into the start, 30 seconds, 2 minutes, 80 to 90 cadence now. I want that cadence up. Over a climbing cadence really, and 80%. The middle part, you're going to be pushing over your 85 using cadence. So this is hard. You're settling into 2 minutes. We're going in 10 seconds. A little slug of water. Bring that gear up. In 3, 2, 1. Come on now. This is getting right up to that lactate threshold point. Strong through the feet now. Determination through your pedals. A little bit closer to that 90 cadence is going to be a little bit more recruitment of your cardiovascular system to be generating the power, a little bit less on the strength scale. Awesome, you guys. Getting close to a minute. 80%. Definitely not comfortable. We've gotten out of comfortably uncomfortable into just uncomfortable. Day for doing hard work. Giving ourselves a mental and physical challenge. Really good, you guys. This is based on one of the workouts I had from probably one of the hardest coaches had in my career. Got a lot out of everyone though. 30 seconds now. 30 seconds. Anything you can do to relax. Bring those shoulders down. Eyes up. It'll help you on the rollers. Eyes forward. 10 seconds, guys. I want you pushing this over your 85% using cadence, at least 10 RPM in 2, 1, up. Come on. This is a hard middle part. Come on now. Hunker down. Think you can. Not everybody. So good. So good. You're almost halfway through. Feel like I'm wasting my breath on talking for sure. Hard place to be. 85%. Come on, guys. Drive, drive, drive. You're coming back to the very hard, uncomfortable place for another 2 minutes. Don't blow yourself up here, but you're trying to go with this push. In 3, 2, 1. Slow the cadence down. Relax the shoulders again. Okay, a little bit of belief in yourself now. This transition is hard. You're gonna get through it. Starting to come down now. Let's do a little check-in. 90 seconds to go. How's that feeling? You got it under control. Strong through the pedal stroke. Somewhere between 80 and 90 cadence, but as high as you can be within that range. If you can be at 90, awesome. Stay quiet. No energy wasted on the body moving around, bobbing and weaving. If we're riding off-road, we're using all our energy to be smooth and articulating the movements when we need to do something. Cornering, switchbacks, up and over something. 30 seconds, guys, come on. You got this now. Hold on to it. Really good. Push it all the way through. Always past the finish line. Ending up this 5 minutes. This is a hard one. Come on, right past the finish line. Hold on to that cadence. Same pressure on the pedals. Last little bit. 3, 2, and let it go. Easy, easy, easy. Good job, everyone. Takes mental focus. This first minute of 2, ride as easy as you like. This is your little bit of, call it soft pedaling. Soft pedaling is the legs going round, probably feeling nothing in terms of resistance behind the pedals. You want to learn to do it and try and keep circles going. Really effective for being able to recover properly. And as you get more comfortable with the go-to being pedaling circles, you'll be able to do this more effectively and use it on little downhills as you're coasting up to a wheel. You don't really want to get too close, but you want to still utilize the draft. Okay, you've got 1 more minute of recovery. This next one, I warn you, is hard. 3 minutes long, but we're going to go again from that 80%. Push it up. I want you to try and get as high as you can in the middle without blowing yourself up so you can't do the last minute. The last minute here. 50% now, so that you're not going into this cold. Have a drink of water. We talked a lot about trying to test for these aerobic zones, for functional threshold, for maximum aerobic power, and how a lot of it is a mental state as well, trying to create an environment that will give you the best chance of getting your numbers, whatever those are, so that you can use them for training. You're going to go in 5 seconds. This one, 90 cadence, right here, 80%, 2, 1, come on now. Let's get into it. Awesome job, guys. Come on. Find the number. Find your rhythm. I'm not going to say get comfortable, but get as comfortable as you can. Use it. You know it's hard. This is like getting to the latter stages of a test where you know it's going to be over soon, but it's really hard. Okay, 90-ish cadence. Hold on now. Bite-sized pieces. You're coming up to that hard middle part. You're going to go as hard as you can, knowing you have to come back here. It's an art. Okay? 2, 1, up, up. Roll the cadence up. 10 RPM. It's a big wattage push. Come on. 100-ish cadence. Stay with it. You're almost halfway through this entire piece. There you go. Come on. Halfway through. Think you can? Think you can? Drive, drive, drive. Visualize that number you want to see. That person you want to ride beside or ahead of. Come on, guys. Carry it right through. 3, 2, 80%. Come on. Come back down. Just a little bit. 90 cadence again. 60 seconds. You can do it. Push, push, push. Less than 90 pedal strokes. Less than 50. And just count to 50. That'll get you through it. Last 30 seconds. Come on, guys, dig deep now. Right past the finish line. Everything we do, focus past. Imagine you're getting pulled towards it and past it. You're not stopping before. Ever, ever. Okay? Keep it going. Last 3, last 2, last 1. Back it off. Recover, recover. We're gonna get right into our last one. After another minute, we're just simulating that you've gone into the last bit of this hard ride, pushing through at the end. So soft pedal here for the next little bit. Our last one is only a minute and a half, but I want you to go right to that 85%, your choice of cadence, but I would like it to be higher, 90 RPM and above. You're soft pedaling right now, but you're gonna go in under 40 seconds. So I want you to just bring a little bit of gear in. We're gonna start in less than 30. Okay, bringing the gear in. Bringing the gear in. 45 seconds, 85%. And then 45 seconds, you're just gonna push it as much as you can to the finish. Hard finish. Okay, everybody get their fierce hat on. Going in 5. You've got that cadence. Rest of the gear. 2, 1. Come on. Lock it in now. I'm riding 95 cadence. Right where I feel I can generate my optimal power. You've got 30 seconds like this. Then 30-second push. Sorry, 45-second push. Okay, everyone? This is where we want to get fierce. This is where we've got a bet for the end of the event, the end of the ride, end of the day. My legs are screaming. Your legs are screaming. 2, 1, up, up. Come on. All 45 seconds now. We're going to keep lifting it. Up, up. Come on. Eyes on the prize. Past the finish line. Halfway through. Up, up. Come on. Little more. Little more. Stay with me now. Stay with the group. Little charge at the end here. 10 to go. Push, push, push. All the way. 5, 3, 2, and let it go. Good job, everyone. Recover, recover. Just enough gear to feel the pedals. One of my old teammates used to have this grimace. We'd always go, Claire, how come you always look like you're smiling, going so hard? She's like, I'm not. I'm in pain. I'm grimacing. All have a little bit of that. And some people are saying, we tested a guy in here the other day, and we have a video up now just to explain a little bit about how to test for your max aerobic power and what the fundamentals are. A lot of it, as I said, comes down to being able to get a good test out of yourself. And the guy we tested the other day just had a really good poker face right into the high-end outputs. But you can be sloppy. I'm a bit sloppy when I get going hard. Everything falls apart. Breathing hard. A little bit of drool sometimes. That's always good. So don't worry about any of that. If it works for you to get those efforts out of yourself, it's all good. And that was a good little set. You can do that again sometime in the future. See if it feels better another time. Remember, these rides are, they are hard charging, and it's a little different than riding outside. You're putting in good, valuable time on the bike. So thanks everyone for joining us for day 22. That's a wrap.